American giving, I mean, how they give the money and then how they give the receipts is okay. What we're trying to settle now is the local. So if we're targeting the international, I think we don't have problems with that. But just recently last year, there's this one organization who volunteered to hold the, what they call it, when you're going to the NATE and then you click on their website and web hosting. So they canceled the credit card donation, which also hurt us that badly because there are big numbers who are donating through their credit cards. And so
that hurt you back. Oh, they stopped.
Yeah, they stopped it. So the credit card givers are not giving anymore because we don't have that option anymore.
Oh, you can't take a credit card now?
Yeah, because the one that's hosting stopped the credit card donation.
Well, then that should be a relatively easy thing to get that going.
Yeah, that's why that's one thing that we're trying actually to figure out. But
since when we're getting our funds from US or outside, so we have a system for that already. My brother-in-law, which is an American, set that up already. But for the local, we're new. We're new to that, so we haven't had like much local support in NGOs.
Probably because the locals just don't know about it.
Yeah, that's one thing that we realized when we
That's
got
why
here.
actually that's true. When she took over, she was trying to
invite
to
everybody.
reconnect. Yeah, she was trying to reconnect and get connections, get to know people, get to know big people from different areas, like mayors, just the WD heads, and other stuff. So,
Well, my understanding was that they have these business meetings once a month. In those meetings, you get the chance to actually introduce yourself so that you're known.
That's what we're actually looking for. We tried in one town in Ubay.
yeah, we joined a Rotary Club.
In Ubay.
Not
Like
actually
now
joined,
we're in
membership.
Talibon. So it's really hard to know.
We crashed in their meeting. From
I just
Rotary
used
Club.
my old connections
Yeah.
from Manila. So since I'm from Manila, so I just used my old connections. Like, can I just attend your meeting, please? Okay.
And we presented UH and yeah, that was
Yeah, they're
first
trying
time.
to help. They're trying to raise funds.
It was positive actually. That Christmas they donated some like clothes for kids. And,
So it's a small step.
yeah, it's a small step.
But you can have people, you could invite people through your YouTube to send you buying boxes full of kids' clothes. And they would, I mean, buying boxes are huge. They would be full. And the people that would donate that would be going to yard sales in America and getting cast-off clothing, not like we might
Are you American?
find. Pardon?
You're American?
No, I'm British, but I'm an American citizen. So I lived in America for a number of years, citizenship. But you could certainly get all the clothes that you need on that.
And especially for the kids. One thing that we realize for the kids is always there's always a torn out clothes.
So I mean, this is going on YouTube. What do you need?
Yeah.
What do you need?
We need some really able people that can do that.
Well, you won't get that in a buying box, but what you need is clothes, toys. What?
Right now we're trying to after 9 years we are trying to replace some of the beddings, the linens, because they've been using it for 9 years. So if you can see the houses on our tour,
We will.
yeah, you'll see that.
Well, I think probably we're looking at several videos that we will
Yeah.
put out. All
And
about.
then there's another thing that I find difficult here in Bohol is to find a volunteer doctor that can really help the kids.
Okay.
Because everything here, they don't really have that, what do you call it, help from volunteer pediatricians and then the dentists. So that's one thing I'm trying to tap. Because there's always a
now,
sick kid.
for instance, if a doctor was invited to come and help, and he made a trip out here, would you be able to put him up? Would you be able to accommodate him?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly, yeah.
So what we're looking at is that you could accommodate a team of
Yeah,
people
that's,
that would come and tell me again how many children?
We have 46 right now.
So 46 children who don't actually have the normal checkups that say
Yeah.
American children would have. Dental work, is that something?
It's also one thing that we're trying to, it's a maintenance actually, especially with the kids who came here in an earlier, older age, and they don't really have the background. We have kids who doesn't even really know how to go to school because they don't even have the background, and they're as old as 13.
So we're looking at needing books,
Yeah,
pencils,
yeah,
pens,
school supplies.
erasers, all kinds of things.
Yeah, this
Could
is.
help in that directly.
So all of that. So if people wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
We have the Facebook account.
Yeah.
the
You are on
village phone.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and do you keep the Facebook account open?
Yeah, it's
So,
active.
so you do. So you have computer.
Yeah, we don't have it here because we don't have the signal here. But we
Ah.
have. I have it in the.
Yeah, that's one
That's
problem.
why I live in Trinidad.
Alright,
Yeah.
so if you had a laptop, that would
Yeah.
certainly help.
Yes.
So we're looking at, probably a laptop so that you could do work here
Yeah.
and then take it down where there is a signal. We have the same situation, that
Yeah.
we're operating in a place where the signal is very, very weak to nil.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is go into Talabon in
Mm.
order
Yeah.
to upload our videos, and
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
It's
at the
faster in
moment.
Talibon. That's also what I realized. It's faster in Talibon. But we don't have the signal here.
Yeah.
Even though the cell phone signal is, you have to go up on one of the trees just to get the signal.
So maybe there's something that could be done for the Village of Hope on that.
Yeah, that's one of the longest problem, and also one of the biggest, I think, that we're facing right now, and I'm looking forward because soon it's gonna have all these wells, the deep wells.
Yes.
We have several of them, but the problem is after the earthquake, and then there's
All dried up.
there's
Dried
the
up.
change with
Yeah, there's
the
a change with the.
yeah.
with the
So it
source.
went deeper so that we have no water. So we have just one working well
Yeah, we have
in
this
the
one.
whole village.
And good thing it's
all-
raining. It's
Yeah,
been,
all 40
been raining for
kids
weeks now.
plus the staff and the house parents are using it. So without rain, they will be waiting for the next rain. So that's one of our biggest problems actually. We have like how many deep wells? 4,
Yeah.
5.
under wells and. I
We
think
have one by the
4
road
wells
that you
already,
saw.
but,
It's made for the house parents to wash their clothes, but it's
No
actually
water.
super dry.
But it's dried up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really dry.
So probably we're looking, I'm no expert on wells, but perhaps
Yeah.
we're looking at having to re-drill.
I don't really know how they do it here because they're saying that the limestone is too.
Well, yeah, we actually have surveys already, but when they dug up the hole, there's nothing. And we have one of the guys that he's sure that there's water in there, but really we can't see.
And can you douse for water? Can you use a dowser?
Wow, what's that?
Well, the twig. I mean,
Yeah, the twig.
Yes.
Yeah, he's using that.
So he's
So
able
you're
to-
barefoot. Yeah.
he's able to do that
Yes.
and find water.
Yes, he found water there, and he's very sure for it. And actually, he told us that he's going to dig it up. He drill it up. If there's no water, then don't pay us. Something like that. If there is, then that's the time just pay us.
Yeah, but the problem is how sure is he that they're not just digging another hole? Because there's so many holes around already.
That's how sure he is.
We have another.
But the problem is, we already have asked an outside source for budgets for this, and we made the budget already. And asking them again is another question. What? We already gave you something for this, but nothing for now.
Nobody. This is one of our senior house parents at Orphanage. She's been with Village of Hope all her life.
Yeah. We've been here for about more than a decade.
Some of the oldest children are with her.
Well, our experience has been that if you tell the stories, if you tell the story of what you're trying to do, then people will help. But unless they know about you in a way which actually stirs the emotion, stirs the heart, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So you can put as many videos out, you can put as many announcements out about the Village of Hope, and we're up here and we do this and we do that, and so many children. It's not going to spur anybody to donate.
Yeah, we will just.
So it's not enough to offer a tax break. It's not enough to do that. You have to get people to know about you. And in order to do that, you have to get them to know about the children.
Yeah.
You know, on our YouTube channel, people know that this is Tarek. They know her. They know, and people have sent money just for Tarek because something about Tarek stirs a need to give. And really, that's what you really need to do. So could we, Beth?
Yeah.
We could help by starting a YouTube channel.
I think if we start a YouTube channel, we need to gather more subscribers. But if we put one about their stories to our channel, it's best things to do. You know?
Well, eventually it will come down to setting up a YouTube channel for here.
Yeah, could be.
And then coming out maybe once a week or once every 10 days and making a video from the Village of Hope.
Yeah. Because remember, one of our subscribers want to send some clothes, some kids' clothes. So we could share some clothes for them, for the kids here.
See, we have over 4,000 subscribers to our channel, but we've only been going for 3 months.
Wow. Oh.
So what I'm saying to you about what you have to do is, it seems to be working for us. So
That's really great. I mean, what you're doing, I mean, well, us meeting this time.
yes.
So that's really great.
So obviously there's going to be a mutual benefit for us.
Yeah,
You
we
can
really
walk
need
us
help.
through.
Actually, we're really, in terms of the social media, actually I'm just starting the Facebook account. I actually revived it because the last post was like November, and then when it came,
2015?
last year, and then when it came in May, it was very hard to post a new story because you're following up an old story. So I was like, how do I do this? So,
Especially
You
nowadays.
have to start again.
yeah.
People has access.
So you need to write down our channel.
Yes. And I know that one of the fastest, and then you have
I'll
to
show
be,
it to my brother-in-law.
you have to be as fast as also
my
the
sister.
YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So that's for Facebook and my email. But for YouTube, it is foreigner, a foreigner. Philippines.
Oh. So who usually hosts the video here?
Yes.
Just like-
Between Beth and I, we have an equal partnership. A lot of sites that you go to will show the foreigner. The foreigner is the one that's out the front, and if he has a Filipino wife, she'll be in the background, just looking beautiful. That's usually I mean, try the other expat sites, but I think you'll find that that's right.
Well,
But
I guess if
with,
you...
with Beth, that's not That's not
So
the
it's
way.
an equal
Yes, it's very much an equal.
airtime, I should say it.
Well, you'll see for yourself how that. But we've only been going for a little, around 3 months, is it?
Yeah, 3
So
months.
It's
how,
about
how
3
did you
months.
how did you come up with the idea to put up a video, a YouTube video?
Well, we were looking at how we would be able to. At first, we were just talking about earning a little more money, and then gradually, because I'm a writer, the writing came over into what we did on the videos. So then we started to tell the stories of people that we meet, and instead of doing what most expats seem to do, I can't speak for all, but lots of them talk about small fun in the Philippines, white beaches, girls in bikinis, and all of that, which is super, 5-star resorts, but we don't do that. We talk about ordinary life. Like right now, this is ordinary life.
Yeah.
So this is what we'll be putting up on our video with you guys featured. But we write about ordinary things, and we show the Philippines as it really is. It's not all about people who work as servants on white beaches.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
really great.
that's not what the Philippines is about. But that's what we did. We've made and posted in 3 months almost 700 videos.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of work time.
Yeah. So we've made, isn't it just a few short of 700? 5?
I'm not sure, it's around 690 something.
It's just
Like that.
a few short of 700. And that means that sometimes we post 10 or 15 videos in a day. So we've worked very hard at what we've done, but we've actually produced a lot of results.
Yeah, that's really great.
So we put wells in, we put electric pumps into wells that will bring water to various communities.
That's
we built
really
a road.
wonderful.
We built a road. We built a bridge, and we built. I think it's 6 houses. And we want to get involved in helping in any way.
Right now, I just received the Village of Hope's license for the community work. So what you're really doing, that's what the government is asking. I didn't know that they really wanted the license for it, but when they realized that we're actually doing the community, they told us that you should get this license. So for all the work that you're doing, you will not be questioned by the DSWD. That's why this orphanage has 2 licenses, a community and the center base. Because they've been asking us, because we went to Tacloban, the kids helped out with the Yolanda, during the Yolanda. So after Yolanda, none of the sponsors replied again. Yeah, nobody wanted to help out again after years, so that's what we realized. So we're talking and then we're saying that we don't need another Yolanda just to raise the funds. So I guess they really don't, what do you call it? We don't really need that much emotion to steer, just to give, because we have this orphanage, so we have to keep it going. So yeah.
Well, you need to tell the story.
Yeah.
That's right.
You need to tell the story. You have a great title.
I guess the best day for you guys to see the kids is on Saturdays and Sundays, because everybody's here.
We could do a 2-year story.
Everybody's here, so you can see what they're doing on their usual day off from school. So right now, the kids that you're seeing here, they won't be accepted in regular school. That's why they're at home. And then we have a volunteer teacher who comes during the weekend to teach them the introduction to school, because they really don't have the idea that they should go to school. So yeah, how many kids are there? Like 13 kids are still here. That's why you can see some kids, but on a regular basis, they're at school all the time.
So you're also starting an orphanage?
No, we're not. we're not starting an orphanage. What
You're building houses.
we originally, we went
I
one
think it's
day.
the, what do you call it? The lost in translation from Mom Betty. In Talibon. Because she's
Oh.
telling me something and then I heard you, but you can't hear me. You're saying the different thing and then she's told me a different thing. I'm like, it's a different thing that she's saying.
That's been working out is that we went with Beth's brother, who is a pastor in a Foursquare church.
Kilala nila ate nila. What's the name of the pastor?
Timio.
Timmy.
Timio.
Timia.
Timio. Sa Burgos din.
And else that somebody told me that maybe there are the family who asked us to make their deep well. So I was like, I haven't met the guy, so I can't say yes. So they were just telling me stories because they know Burgos. They know.
How long have you been living?
Sa Burgos. Sa
Just over
Crossing.
2 years.
So how do you find Bohol?
Well, it's home. Yeah.
It's a simple place, really.
Just
And
getting out from the comfort zone.
and the people are so friendly and loving.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's one thing that we find out.
At least very far from.
We're also foreigners here. I didn't grow up here.
Not quite the same as the foreigner that I am.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a licensed med tech and also hospital management, masters in hospital
Which is
management.
No, Beth worked in the hospital. She worked in the Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart on Cebu.
Yeah.
So she worked there for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have our own profession. And just getting
It was really
it's really big help.
a
It's like-
big decision that we made last year after the wedding, and then after the wedding we decided to leave everything behind and then continue with this orphanage. We've been volunteering for like 7 years every summer. So we go here, bring our friends, and then set up a camp or an activity for the kids, and then go back to work. Then we just decided to help them out because his sister is telling us that it's really hard.
Yeah, just my sister is we're gonna help her out because she's doing other stuff as well. They have Bible school in Trinidad as well, and business. Also, she has a business. So she needs help. So we're here to volunteer
And
As-
more
as we
kids
see-
coming in.
we're enjoying it. It's really good.
It's really fun.
The joy that
With
you
the
feel when
kids.
you're helping these kids.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Well, that's
That's the same joy you have.
what happened for us. That we went to this one, to the home of this man who was paralyzed, and who later died. He left his family, and the house was falling down. And when Beth and I went there with her brother, Beth and I were looking at the way that they were living, and we just said, we must be able to do something about this. So then from that was born the idea of a project house repair. That was what we started with, and then we ended up knocking that house down completely and
Starting a
building a
new
new
one.
house. And then we went from that one to the next house, and that just started. And of course, while we're doing this, we're telling the story of what is happening, what these people need, and that's when we started to receive money. And what we did was we made sure that, unlike a lot of, and this is why I think we need a YouTube channel, is that one of the things that people constantly say is that they enjoy being able to say, I want this money to go to this project, to this person.
They have a choice.
Yes, and they would go to, we would give the title of the project would be made to I don't know, to invoke some kind of emotional reaction. Like we built a house for the 3 little girls because we saw these little girls and they were living in this terrible place, and we built a house for them.
Yeah.
It's the family of the 3 little girls, and then the paralyzed man, and then another one, and
That's
by
really-
doing that,
Yeah.
it made people want to help, and people on our channel have just been incredible about,
Yeah, because
about helping.
they felt that they are really part of the project, even
Yes.
though the distance.
Yes.
Yeah, and visually they can see you through your video, just
Yes.
not like newsletters.
Not like
It's moving.
well, when you contribute to, say, the Red Cross, which is a wonderful organisation,
You don't really know.
you don't know what happened. But with ours, when we said we're building a house for the 3 little girls, 8 days later, they saw a finished house.
Wow.
So you're also posting a video for the
So we post a video for everything.
for the accomplishment report.
Yeah, it's like it's actually like they're there.
Yeah. So
That's really great.
and Pastor Timio is the one that heads the work team. Pastor Timio and Beth's cousin, Perry, and sometimes Manamado is my other brother-in-law, and he helps. So we're paying them very well. Nobody works on a volunteer basis. Everybody gets paid for what they do. That's the thing. So we put food on the table. Our families of the people
One thing
that
that we
work.
realized having an orphanage is that usually the staff and the house parents are neglected, no? Because you can't really fundraise for them. It's always the kids.
Yes, you can. You can fundraise for everybody.
But this time I realized also that they have their own stories.
Yes, and in separating things so that people know exactly what they are doing, then
You're really
they're
good at what you're
able,
doing.
well, and what we're doing, and where the money is going, and how it's spent. If, like, we get people who say, we've been helping a diabetic boy, Michael, and somebody has just sent 4,000 pesos. Is it 4,100?
4,800.
4,800 pesos.
But before
And they
that,
said-
we raised around 18,000 for him for the
Yes.
hospital.
But we took him to hospital, we got him his medical attention, but someone wrote and said, I want this money to be given to Michael. So we take the money and we make a video
Specifically.
of the money being handed into his hand,
Yeah.
so that people know that what was promised has been done. And that's what would happen. Somebody sent us $50 from Australia, and they said, I want you to take the 3 little girls and buy them new dresses. And I want you to make a video. And so we ended up taking 7 little girls to our tourists,
Just
and we videoed them by choosing their dress, holding it up, the whole thing, and then we showed that video.
Yeah.
So the man that sent that money saw his money being spent on those little girls.
That's really great.
So that's what I'm suggesting. Perhaps we can do something like that for you.
Yeah, we have some kids, but not everybody. You know? I mean, we experienced that before. I mean, the simple. But yeah, it would be wonderful for everybody to experience that.
for the whole to see.
So I think that perhaps you should write down your information for me so that we can contact you on cell phone.
I-